Hello everyone and welcome back. It's a beautiful morning here in Minnesota, and this morning I want to get started on that bat cage on the chicken coop. Eventually, I'm going to put a tin roof over this. For right now, my main thing is to start to get the cage up so I can let the chickens out. But I think I'm just going to add I'm going to put a header across here to support everything, and I'm going to use a 2x10. Even though you could probably get by with a 2x6, but eventually it's for sure going to sag, especially with the chain link fence attached to it. And I think I'd want to be maybe another inch of slope here. So I'm going to cut these off so I can put the header on top, and then we'll get going. On Tuesday is the day I think that they're supposed to ship all of our strawberry plants. Can't remember what I said before. I think we have like 150 of them coming. I'm going to put a 2x6 across here just for something to nail the bottom of the chain link fence. But I'm going to bury the fence will be down farther than that. But I don't have a 2x6 long enough, so if I just put a 4x4 on each side, it'll buy me a little bit of room. Well, Melissa just poked her head out the door and said the shower's mine, so I'm heading in. Well, Melissa and I just got back a little bit ago. We picked up some bare root trees that we ordered a few days ago. This was the last weekend you could get them. We seen them on there, so we picked them up. So now I got to get these planted today because it's like 74 degrees, but it is supposed to rain, hopefully, tonight and tomorrow. So we bought 2 Zest Star apples, 1 Honeycrisp apple. I'll be interested to see how that does. They do awesome at the hobby farmhouse. That's my favorite apple tree. And I've had them at 2 houses down there and they just flourish. The Zest Star does also. But up at the tent I've got Honeycrisp and they don't do anything. One of them died and the other one hasn't really grown in 3 or 4 years. So we also got a Ure pear, a Whitney crab apple, which is just going to be a good pollinator. A golden spice pear, that'll pollinate the Ure pear. And Evans Bali cherry. Well, I've got the 2 pears planted right there. Right here I planted the crab apple. This is more of a pollinator, but it's going to be really pretty. So that one's a little bit off the path here. I was going to push this out of the way, but this is all blackberries right here, and Melissa wants to see how they're going to do this year. So I'm leaving this for now. And then I still stayed in line with the pear trees and the plum tree over there, and I planted the cherry one right here. And then over in that area we're going to do the apple trees, but I'm not going to stay in any line. I just have 3 apple trees. I'm just going to plop them in there. They'll have their own little corner. Eventually, like I said before, I'm going to pull all of this elder out so it's an open field right here, and that'll give them a little bit more sun back there. Well, all the trees are planted. I have a few blueberry bushes or whatever I still want to try to get planted today also. All 7 blueberry bushes are planted. Pretty sure that not even one of the raspberry plants that I transplanted made it. I'm gonna wait till after it rains. Well, this one might be coming up, but it got so cold for so many days. Some of them mornings got into the teens, and I think it fried them all. Come on, Joni. I really wanted to get back on this project today. I know that everything is planted, but it's almost 8 o'clock at night right now, so no real reason to dig in on this one. Melissa is out doing the bales right now again. Good morning, everybody. The guaranteed rain that was supposed to be here overnight and this morning never happened. We have a few things planned today, but hopefully I can get a little more done on the chicken coop cage. I'm going to add a 2x4 on this side, exactly the same place that the one is for the door on the other side. And for one reason is I think this is too far of a span to do without a centerpiece. It'll match that side, and then if I ever wanted to split this into 2, all I would have to do then is you know, take this off and build a door that matches that side. on, Johnny. Good girl. They look like pretty happy chickens. Look at them make their little dust baths. Looks like the ducks are still unsure what they want to do. It's about 20 minutes after 12 right now. I haven't been in there for a while, but I know Melissa is making meatloaf for lunch. I think it should be just about ready. All the chickens seem to be doing good. Earlier I came out and all 3 of the ducks were out here too. They've already chewed that grass down to almost nothing. I just ran into town a little bit ago here and I had to get Melissa another bag of high nitrogen fertilizer for the hay bales and the straw bales. I think this is the last day that she's going to have to put that high nitrogen stuff on. Then I think a 10-10-10 goes on, and then you wait a day or two, or I don't know, and then you can plant the vegetable plants in there. I also picked up a roll of this yellow, I think it's just caution tape, because we've got all these pin cherry trees that are growing around the property. That's the kind of tree that's up there in the front that I didn't know what it was before. And we drove down the road that goes on the other side of our property and then looked down the back side of the woods that are back behind there. And it looks like there's a big one back there. There's quite a few. I want to get some of this tape on there, on a couple of them, because you can make jelly and jam and stuff out of that. And I'm not going to know which ones they are once everything, you know, once the flowers fall off there. So I'm going to get them marked right now, and it's just starting to get a couple of raindrops falling on me. I see there's one even right here. That's a pretty good size. I didn't realize they got so big on the bottom. I wonder what the color of the wood is on the inside for something like furniture. I made sure to totally cover myself in bug spray before I came out here. I think this is one of them right here, because that broken off branch has the flowers on it. Looks like that birch tree got damaged by some storm and broke off. I wonder if I could get the tractor back here, and that'd be good firewood. There's another pin cherry cluster. That looks kind of cool. All the ferns up that aren't spread out yet though, kind of circling around that tree. There's a bunch of white flowers on that one too. I really don't know how you would harvest them though. Everything is way up on top. I suppose you could just shake the tree and, I don't know, we'll figure something out. We also have a real lot of maple trees back here, so later on I'm going to come out and mark the maples, and then hopefully next spring I can finally do the maple syrup. Melissa is out conditioning the bales. I'm going to get these planted. I still have a couple in this bucket. I had some of that when I just planted, and I still have a couple in here that survived. I actually got 4 plants out of that bucket. I had a bunch of them in here, but then they were just piled in there and I never got around to doing it. But then you remember how I said all of these on this row had died? And I said I was going to wait until it rained, but I mean, it's sprinkling right now, but this is the one that I planted, which is dead, but look at right there. It's coming back up along with the creeping Charlie. This one too. This one. I don't see anything coming up here yet. I see nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing here. Nothing. This one, we got another little one started right there. This one is. I have no idea if you guys can even see that, but that to me looks like new green right there on the bottom. Well, I'm super excited that them are coming back. I was kind of bummed out. I mean, all that work of digging them up. I know that those raspberry plants give big raspberries in the late fall. And yeah, I'm super happy that most of them are coming back up. It's lightly raining right now, but you can see it's not any real solid rain clouds here yet. When I put up that disc video, there was a whole bunch of different suggestions on how to get these Zerk fittings to take grease. And the one that I have is nail and a hammer, so I wanted to just see what happens. The little ball is definitely down in there now. It's probably just old grease that's hardened in there. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to pull that and get it cleaned up. I actually, when I was at went into town today, I tried to see if they had some Zerk fittings. And I couldn't find any, and there were so many people that were needing help and stuff I wasn't gonna ask, but pull that off and either get it cleaned up or put a new one on. Oh, that one took it. No. Oh, there we go, I think. That's taking it. There we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's good enough for now. It's starting to rain out here. I'll make sure I go through each and every one of them. And even the ones that I just put the nail in, I mean, it pushes that little ball little whatever in, and it doesn't pop back out, so it should have new zerks put on it. Okay everyone, well thanks a lot for watching. I will see you guys on the next video.